Often, when Turning Points for Children meets many of their kids, there is despair and fear where the joy of childhood ought to be. Too often, when the children arrive at their next foster home, they're carrying a shopping bag with all their worldly belongings, a couple pairs of clothes, a book, favorite toy, and what you realize is all their childhood memories are in that bag. One child was 14 and had been in so many different homes. When asked, "Who's your next of kin?" he would always answer his city social worker because that was the only consistent person in his life. He was 14 and had been in different homes for 11 years, which means his life as a tiny commuter with a brown paper bag suitcase began at the age of 3 years old. Turning Points for Children's Family Finding Program gives kids the empowering childhoods they deserve. Their cutting-edge methods are the result of congressional hearings and state-of-the-art research by National Child Connection expert Kevin Campbell, who has written about Turning Point's impressive commitment and their highly skilled delivery of family finding services. Lacking proper support systems, far too many foster children suffer in the worst ways. The statistics show most do not graduate from high school, become homeless or jailed, and there are profound drug dependency problems as well. They are broken, and they stay broken. The Turning Points for Children outreach changes all that, and their family finding program is the only one of its kind in Philadelphia. Their success rate is 98% in finding relatives or dear friends willing to take care of children in properly sustaining and genuinely loving ways. Knowing that fractured adults come from fractured childhoods, the energy behind Turning Points for Children's effective community outreach is unparalleled. They teach people to utilize all existing resources, leading the entire community to take better care of itself. Turning Points for Children is the result of mergers between 4 venerable child advocacy groups, including the Children's Aid Society and the Society to Protect Children from Cruelty, dating all the way back to 1835. Today, Turning Points for Children creates and runs an array of programs, strengthening over 2,500 families and making life better for over 5,000 children every year. Turning Point's award-winning state-of-the-art programs include in-home protective services, the Parenting Collaborative, Family Finding and Family Empowerment Services. They are also an affiliate of the pioneering and nationally respected Public Health Management Corporation. Turning Point's Kids and Kin program strengthens extended family care. The Emergency Family Needs Fund helps families in financial crisis, and the Food and Wellness Network offers a community-based food pantry, emergency services, diapers, baby formula, and nutritional information for children of all ages. These services and others over the decades have saved the lives of tens of thousands of children. Turning Point's success stories fill the record books. Philadelphia's history-making District Attorney Seth Williams is a Turning Points for Children advocate and a success story. He says they made all the difference in his life.
You know, I'm just very fortunate that the precursor to Turning Points for Children, the Philadelphia Children's Aid Society, had such a positive impact on my life. But I know that Turning Points for Children does a lot of other amazing things to help kids today. They do a lot of wonderful things, and I'm a part of that. And so, you know, I go wherever they ask me to go to support the hard work of Turning Points for Children, because I know the value of what it meant to me and what it can mean for so many other children here in Philadelphia.
Jim Oram was a decorated Army Ranger and commander in Vietnam. His exceptional brainpower then led him to IBM, where he was a founder and architect of IBM Credit Corporation. A civic leader, corporate CEO, and great family man, Jim is also the president of the board of directors of Turning Points for Children, following in the footsteps of his mother, who also headed up the board. The family link is even stronger than that. Jim and his sister Kathy are also Turning Point's success stories.
So they adopted a little girl, and she worked out so well they thought they'd try for a boy. So they looked, and finally they found this little boy with big ears and kind of funny looking, and they said, "We think he's going to fit in our family just fine." And so they brought me home, and that's how our family began. One person can only do so much, but every person does a little bit. The collective result can be good, and we have seen it with some of our graduates from our programs, and we've had some just tremendous success stories.
Another impressive Turning Points for Children alumni is Candace Shillingford, who went on to become an intern with the Time Out for Teens and Tots program. This comprehensive service has decades of demonstrated success, keeping young mothers in school, heading for higher education, and provides health support and parenting skills for teens and their children. Now a college graduate, Shillingford makes it very clear why she's so devoted to the group.
When I first found out I was pregnant in high school, my grades slipped a lot. I was depressed, I was stressed out, I was nervous, scared, anxious. I didn't think I was going to graduate. Someone told me that I was able to graduate, and that was right after I started Time Out for Teens and Tots prenatal group. And I saw the girls that was there that was like going through the same thing that I was going through. I'm sorry if I'm getting emotional. A lot of girls do want to succeed in life. I mean, I don't want to say a child is a mistake, but they did make that mistake. But they don't have that support to sit there and go past that mistake, and they just stuck. And I feel as though that because of the group, I was able to improve and to move on with my life and to do better. And now that I can sit there and say that my mom and them is proud of me now. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength and a lot of, like you said, heart to be able to do like what me or Miss Louise or any of the other social workers are doing. And I feel like it took some time for me to get where I'm at, because at first I thought I wanted to be a businesswoman, but I realized that that's not what I want to do. I love to help people.
In their ever-expanding, multifaceted community outreach, Turning Points for Children partnered with Pennsylvania State Senator Anthony Williams and the Philadelphia Kinship Care Committee to map out strategies to better inform grandparents and other caregivers about the resources available to them in their neighborhoods. Award-winning 6ABC Action News produced family strengthening programs based on and featuring Turning Points for Children services.
CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, Philadelphia students will benefit from a $15 million federal grant aimed at improving early education. Eyewitness News at City Hall for the big announcement. More than 5,000 kindergartners in the district will receive support and funding over the next 5 years from participating groups. The program falls in line with the reform plan outlined by School Superintendent Dr. William Height. Height added that this partnership, coupled with engaged, supportive parents, will make for a better school community here in Philadelphia.
Turning Points for Children Chief Executive Officer Mike Vogel told the press conference.
And we've seen that over the 8+ years now, where children just continue to improve in academic performance, in attendance, and behavior in the classroom. And we've been very, very pleased and blessed to be able to continue to bring that to the city of Philadelphia.
The multi-award-winning developer of Families and Schools Together, Dr. Lynn McDonald, came in from England to attend the press conference and panel workshops held at Turning Point's headquarters, along with their educational partners from the University of Wisconsin. FAST's documented success is so significant, it is expanding into countries throughout Europe. Revered City Council leader Janie Blackwell is one of the city's leading advocates for educational progress and social change. She was so impressed with the results of the FAST program, she felt compelled to attend the press conference and offer her support.
It's so exciting to hear a success program, and one that involves the parents and the school as well as the child. That is certainly a recipe for success.
Well, a special graduation program today for parents and children in North Philadelphia. This was a scene here at the Kenderton Elementary School. Moms and dads, along with their young students, officially graduated from the FAST program, FAST standing for Families and Schools Together. The 8-week program involved parents taking an active role in their kids' education, including visiting their classes once a week. 11 families were congratulated for graduating from the FAST program.
Traveling to the Blaine School in Philadelphia for the FAST session there, Turning Point staff and directors help parents and grandparents who are caregivers to children at risk. The nationally and internationally acclaimed program improves student test scores and their educational outlook by creating profound learning and comfort zones within the school structure involving both the child, caregiver, and educators. This is Helena Johnson and her granddaughter Maya.
It's very important to be involved with your child, to know what's going on. And it doesn't hurt to ask. If it's something that you can't figure out, if you had somebody in your corner that you can go ask, FAST will help you out. FAST really changed our lives together. Because I had a new child. I had to go through kindergarten, pre-K kindergarten all over again, okay? So yes, they did help me a lot with me and her to stay like we are tight.
Our families come from impoverished backgrounds, but their spirits aren't impoverished. They're really rich. We know that FAST works. We don't have to sell it because we know it makes a difference. We know that the families that enter our programs in the first week are not the same families that exit out of our programs when they graduate the 8th week. They're no longer the same families. They're empowered families. They're families that are strengthened with stronger family skills and feel more involved and engaged in the success of their schools. You put all those factors together and you're coming out with an empowered, family engaged program that really works, and we're all working and focusing on the improvement of our children.
I'll speak to anybody to explain to them the value of exposing kids, even on a volunteer basis, to being in the workplace, to show up on time, to be responsible to other people. Many children, they're never exposed to that. And given the opportunity to be exposed, would want to replicate, would want to do those things, would have aspirations of being in that boardroom.
I want to be a teacher. Teacher. Veterinarian. Teacher.
Studies show 3 out of 6 FAST kids want to be teachers.
Since I've been in this program, I get good grades.
Are they better?
Yep, way better. Like he's saying, yay! I'm flying into higher grades.
As a father, well, it was a great experience for me because when I went in there, I wasn't too sure. And I had gone through there and I spoke to a lot of people and a lot of their parents. And by the second time I did go in, I had fun. I enjoyed my time with my daughter. And it even helped me make a decision of turning myself into a better person and going to college. So I'm in college right now at the moment because of that.
Good job.
I'm finally finishing with a degree, and my daughter's happy as well. So she's like, great. So I believe it's a great experience for me.
Turning Points for Children puts genuine caring and documented progress back into childhood. Their staff is an enthusiastic family of dedicated children's and educational experts who care deeply about their community. Their cutting-edge methods and research restore health and hope. Their highly successful mission of connecting communities with resources has a lasting effect from generation to generation, improving educational achievement and family relationships all along the way.